20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
We go side.
57's Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defense, let's go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch up.
Go red, 80.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. 27 yards there, first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
I got him.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop the
Marcus
franchise.
Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action. It's Darnold. And he's going to go down again.
Sack,
It always
baby.
hard for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line.
Hey, 90.
Mike's 50.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before and didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36 power.
Chips, baby.
Check the backer.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and
At the 36-yard line.
Move 15. 52. Go. Let's go 14. Strong left.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, Mike 52. Haywood. 52.
Get your swerve on. Check three.
Good touch.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. It's caught by Jackson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
You don't want no problem
and we
with
see
me.
another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. The Bills take over.
Come on now, come on, let's go. Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Watch the run.
On 2nd down, Eckler, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Oh, yeah.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll get this to Eckler. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
He wasn't ready.
The good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. A great return there of 22 yards.
Baby. Let's go.
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Run to the ball.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Switch, go 14.
Alert flare. Switch.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson.
Run.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
They don't want it, fellas.
Some of these play
They
calls,
don't want
I think
it.
they're a little
Keep
conservative,
playing
but you
hard,
know me,
fellas.
because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all calls and think I'm going to be
Let's get
correct.
it.
But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
4. Strip the ball.
Gun. 54. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, D.
And that's complete.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Good for 9 in the first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get down.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Go.
Now Wilson on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second
Friday,
7.
Friday. Hey, 0.
Big edge.
12. Check. Under 10.
Now we give right side. Jackson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check three.
Here's Jackson.
Run!
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yards like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Exit. Check 9. Good job right there.
They rubber Jackson out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Baby.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They'll run it with Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try and get him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D line, and linebacker 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on the defense.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Baby. Yeah.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Move 15. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. It's a party now.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Check 37. Joker. 12.
Switch gears.
Hey, alert.
Hey, watch him.
Here's Wilson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join Charles?
The coach.
And
here we go.
14. Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
All day,
Come
baby,
on,
all
what
day.
does that mean, break out the, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's our time.
This is a counter play. Eckler trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Let's go, baby.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Silver. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
In your
Play
face.
action. Donald. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Check that.
We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Here we go. Check.
18.
Check hot route. Hot.
Good job right there. 4. Check 4.
Kill. Sponge.
Friday.
On first down, it's Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, 280. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
One left.
Oh, baby, back.
30. 19. 36.
Check 50.
36 power.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Tighten up.
Spot that. SOS.
On first down, Wilson steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Danny.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Right there.
Give him 8 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Rosas' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
This is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Let's go, boys.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
You better be afraid of me.
Watch Twist. Watch Twist.
My 50.
Watch the curl. It's Jackson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run. In this game, I'm not really seeing from the safeties. They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Mike 5-2. Look for signals. Watch Twist. Watch Twist.
They'll run again with Jackson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Your trip is here, baby.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
36 power.
Watch edge. Pick the edge. Come.
Good time.
Now it's Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door, running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but it's still crazy how teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed. They can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 24.
Here's Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. David Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick 1st down. Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
This is Jackson.
Check three.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Evans make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole. On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. Room to run past midfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, watch the ship.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
One score down. Here we go.
Here we go.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Under crunch.
There.
Under crunch. Kill.
They'll try and throw through it with Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. After you.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Yeah, baby.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Guys. Here we go, yellow lady.
Wide, get wide.
Yellow lady.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
We're going to start.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
You don't know no better.
Deuce.
Red 80.
Deuce.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom. That's how we do it.
Oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
Check 26.
Depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if it's a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Jackson. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go. In a 1-point game.
Get out of here, man.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Mike's by 4.
Hey!
Give me that ball!
You ain't done.
They run again with Jackson.
Give me that ball!
And he'll be brought down inside
Switch,
the 20
switch,
at the 19. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Line 90.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They gonna need some therapy after this.
On the carry is
Check
Jackson.
43.
We ain't giving up nothing.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the
We played to
14-yard
win.
line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. On first down, Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
54, right there.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
Hey, alert.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
He runs. Rush. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Rush in.
Check.
They're coming.
Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Mike's 50. So we got man. Mike's 50, Mike.
Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion.
Get ready.
All that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. Let's see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Man, that's trash.
Whip.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with it stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Yo, lady. Mike's 54.
And here we go on 4th.
I got you, boy.
And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
What you gonna do with it? Lady. Mike 50. Here we go.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 25-yard line.
They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, They can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so.